Dawg, I'm not gonna lie, this movie was peak. I spent most of the movie bothering my girlfriend and tweaking out of my chair. All that just for her to look at me like, okay. But anyways, enough talk. It's time to let me cook. So the scene starts off with Sonic racing Tails and Knuckles. Now Sonic is cooking up with ease because when it comes to speed, this is the equivalent of a 5-star recruit beating up on the JV squad. And Dawg was out there moving like LeBron James. Man be stat padded in the fourth quarter of a blowout. Like, chill, you're cooking bench players. He even was talking like, bro, time out some. Come on, man. That's too easy. So Sonic starts talking about how he's the fastest in the world and drops an IG post. Fastest thing alive. If you want smoke, come push up. Shadow was looking at his post in disgust. My boy had to reply back, I'm faster, stronger, and you won't be alive for much longer. Oh, nah. My boy was oral farming death threats. Bro just copped the Gen 5. He finna switch cheese Sonic had. And speaking of Shadow, this man's pull-up game was elite. Twin was locked up in the vat for 50 years. No wonder Dawg's so cold. They really gave this man 50 years to oral farm. Like, nah, bro think he the last Avatar song. So Shadow breaks out and gets surrounded by the guard. And I can only imagine the disrespect bro felt. They really clipped Maria and locked him in a vat for 50 years. Bro didn't commit a single crime or anything. He was just walking while black. I'm shaking my head. Police brutality was at its peak back then. So after Shadow breaks out, he started flexing instantly. Can't lie, he got that shit on though. The guards up the pole on bro, but that don't work. He hits an instant transmission and starts wiping out the guard. Left this one guard lost and confused just for the oral points. Someone call in Chris Move.
Give that guy a manual.
Imagine going home to your wife and kids after getting cooked by this man Shadow. I wouldn't even explain. It's just another day at work, honey. So Shadow escapes Prison Island and drops the low. Just copped a new Glock. Finna slide on the ops. Then bro pulls up the Shibuya and starts wreaking havoc. Can't even blame bro for pulling the Sukuna. He asked him to leave him alone, but Gun was out there moving like a jealous baby mama, a total control freak. So the Sonic heroes get called in to bring down Shadow. And I know they're called Team Sonic in this movie, but if you're an OG Sonic fan, you understand why I'm calling them Sonic heroes. So they pull up to Tokyo looking for Shadow. He wasn't too hard to find because he was out there just boosting his KD. Was on the same time in that Saiyan Saga Vegeta. So the team's getting ready to jump out the chopper, but Sonic hits his most iconic line.
Talk about low budget flights, no food or movies, I'm out of here.
Line had me turning to my girl for the 10th time like,
did you hear that?
She didn't even know what I was yapping about. So the Sonic heroes land and Shadow emerges from the flames and bro's just standing there menacingly. If this was Shadow 05, he would have been up the blitz. No hesitation, these boys would have been a donut. But they got the PG version of bro, and he asking questions before crashing out. Hit Sonic with that, who the fuck are you? Then Sonic hits him back with the, who the fuck are you? I'm crying, they hitting each other with the Spider-Man meme. Shadow sizing up the crew, and he realizes that Sonic ain't like him after all, because this man is not black. Knuckles being the D1 crash out of the group starts tweaking out. He's screaming at Shadow telling bro to come to the streets.
I will beat your mother ass.
But Shadow keeps clip farming, being all nonchalant. He knows deep down he wants to fight, but he also knows how crazy the edit's gonna be. He's hoping some random 10-year-old gives him an AMV. Music in the background gonna be like, not gonna die tonight. So Sonic tells Knuckles to chill, but bro ain't trying to hear all that. So he rushes Shadow with his bat turn, but oh nah. Hey Knuckles, he oral farming.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Shadow blitzes Knuckles, grabs his hand, and twists it. Had bro screaming, hitting high notes like he trying to sign the 360. Someone tell bro to let it go. So Shadow starts cooking Knuckles, and this was so disrespectful. After finishing the combo, he bodies Knuckles, leaving my guy even slower than he already was. This is Rocky level CTE at this point. So Shadow starts questioning what Knuckles had in mind. These watches cost 40 bands each. You broke ass niggas can't afford these. Tails starts sneak dissing, telling Sonic that bro's watch came from Temu, and Sonic starts tripping. Yo, Tails said your watch is fake, bro. I knew it. They pulled Shadow's card one too many times because bro was standing on straight business. Sonic and the others are ready to squabble, but before you know it, Shadow teleports behind him, and it was over before it even started. He rocks Tails first, trying to body him for saying his watch was fake. Then he goes for Knuckles, knocking out the rest of the brain cells bro had left. Bro finna wake up the next day acting like Ugandan Knuckles.
Do you know the way? He doesn't know the way.
We then see Shadow does Sonic the worst way. He grabs bro's neck and then takes him to the top like Kane. Sonic can't even breathe. Shadow strangling him for no reason. Then Shadow lets go, letting them rise to the top. And what happens next is just devious. He grabs Sonic, slamming him to the ground. Bro finna wake up like Knuckles too. We get a reference to the Shadow 05 game, but only in this version, bro didn't blick Sonic. Hey, I tried to tell y'all earlier, 05 Shadow was the first YN. I remember my dad buying me that game, only to return it to GameStop the same night. Pop seen that they gave me a Switch and was not going for it. Until this day, I never got past the part where Shadow says, hey, Where's Sonic? OG thought it was too dark for a 7-year-old. So we get back to the scene. Shadow hops on Dark Rider and pulls out a Glock. Then he tells Sonic not to follow him, and if he does, he gonna up it. Tail warns him not to follow, but Sonic does it anyways. Oh nah, this man Sonic really trying to get blicked. Like, who gets cooked like that? See that they op got a blick and still decides to chase him down. Shadow must have knocked all the rings out of bro, because this man's tripping. So Sonic starts locking in like LeBron. Got that chase down artist on Hall of Fame. He runs next to Shadow and starts trying to crack jokes. Talking about some, so Hedgehog the Hedgehog, who did your highlights?
Shut your lame ass up.
So Shadow ups the pole and Sonic goes Ultra Instinct. Shadow probably went 1 for 12. He was out there shooting Tordex, and the one he hit was a civilian. Like, nah, this can't be my GOAT. Bro ain't got no concern for the civilians in the area. I know so many windows got hit during family movie night. So in the middle of this crazy chase scene, Sonic spin dashes in the Shadow, but Shadow's teleporting with his bike. I thought that was so tough when I was in the theater. In all my years of being a Sonic fan and running down the street like him, I never knew Shadow could teleport with his bike. Can't lie, that's actually cold. So Sonic slams Shadow's bike into the train, making him drop his blick, and then he grabs onto the bike. Shadow at this point is annoyed, and it's because Sonic is just chasing him, cracking jokes. I mean, if we look at this movie from Shadow's perspective, things are actually pretty crazy. Every day, bro was just having fun with Maria, when all of a sudden, Gunn decided that he was too strong and accidentally bodied Maria. Then they locked him away for 50 years for no reason at all. Then when he finally gets set free, he just wants free will, but he's got Gunn on him, the Sonic hero's chasing him, and he's just trying to cope with depression.
This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Yeah, Shadow might have been the main character of this movie, I'm not gonna lie. So we see Sonic and Shadow start racing up a building, and then we see Shadow getting clean. He hits the Cure slide and starts going into the air. Mind you, his bike went into reverse.
When it reverse, Harry?
And he is upside down, just oral forming. I know bro was thinking,
The hoes gon' love this.
I almost stood up out my seat and started glazing myself.
You what?
Oh my god, bro. Is riding all you do?
No, I'm
Like,
saying
you literally got that nigga in your mouth right now. I see it.
My bad, y'all, let me chill. So Sonic and Shadow rush each other at full speed, and the two clash, causing a sonic boom. I know Tokyo probably thought that this was just another earthquake. They're used to shit like this happening. I mean, it only happens 3 times a week. After they clash, Sonic sees that he's in handcuffs and Shadow is gone. This makes Shadow the winner of the first fade. And to be honest, I think Shadow beat Sonic in general. Bro kept his inhibitors on in base form, and he still kept up with Super Sonic.
He cold.
Anyways, was this movie peak? What are y'all thoughts? Let me know in the comments. I honestly think this was the best piece of Sonic fiction I ever watched. Then the Super Sonic and Shadow fight was probably the best fight in Sonic history. If y'all want that fight, comment down below. I want to thank you all for the support. We just hit 16K, and it means a lot. I really do love y'all boys, man. And I hope I see y'all ugly ass next video. G-Ware no way. Peace.